You know, the Lord brought it to my attention. All these people that bring up the thief on the cross. Well, the thief on the cross wasn't water baptized, and come to think of it, he didn't have the Spirit of God neither, you know. And Jesus hadn't been glorified yet, risen from the dead, you know. But one thing is for sure, all that Jesus spoke about water baptism in Mark, he said, "He who believes and is baptized shall be saved. He who believes not shall be damned." And then he told Nicodemus in the Gospel of John, chapter 3, verse 5, unless a person's born regenerated, and that's the sense that it's given in that context of being born again, being born of water and the Spirit, you're being regenerated. The Apostle Peter speaks of the same thing. Unless you're born of water and the Spirit, you cannot enter the kingdom of God. And Peter, in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 20 and 21, he says, talking about Noah and 8 souls, how they were saved by water, how baptism does now save us, not the washing away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience towards God. Which is also what the writer of Hebrews is referring to in chapter 10, verse 22, when he says that, drawing near in full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Because as Jesus told Peter on the eve of his crucifixion, after he had ate the Passover with them, and he laid his garments to the side and girded himself with a towel to wash his disciples' feet, it says that Peter said, "You shall never wash my feet." I mean, you got to understand, Peter, James, and John all watched him be transfigured, even as Moses was in front of the children of Israel right before his eyes. And he could not. It was a humiliating act, but Jesus said, "Look, Peter, if I don't wash your feet, you had no part with me." And then Peter said, "Well, not only my feet, but my hands and my head." But Jesus said, "He who is washed needs only to wash his feet, but is every whit clean." He said, "You are clean, but not all," because John said he knew that Judas would betray him. I mean, we got to see that in John chapter 4, Jesus baptized, washed his disciples. I mean, we need to understand the truth. I mean, I got a neighbor that's contentious